Tonight, on Mason, hear the call tonight. Earn and grow in the digital light. Building dreams in code we trust. Together we rise from dawn till dusk. Oh, 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 oh.
Good evening, dear friends, respected partners, and guests of our event tonight. You have been invited here today to get acquainted with something interesting, something that, in the coming years, will become the most exciting activity for many of you, where you will be able to earn good money. You are now connected with the architects of the future team. My name is Victor, and today I'll briefly tell you what awaits you this evening. You'll find out what kind of project has entered the market and what global presentation is being prepared for July 15th because it's going to be a real revolution in the market. This is a product that millions of people around the world have been waiting for, people who have been dreaming of such a product. But the most interesting thing is that each of you will be able to earn big money from all this legally, absolutely legally, and completely transparently within an ecosystem called Tonmason. What is Tonmason? Tonmason is a new ecosystem that is just beginning its development. Right now, we are only in the pre-launch phase because on July 15th, there will be a global presentation where the company will showcase its product and its own developments. This is a mentor powered by artificial intelligence. This is the kind of product, you know, that can make anyone successful and lucky, if I can put it that way. This is a product that will help everyone understand what's on the market, help people earn from new trends, and teach new skills. And this is just the beginning because this is only the first product. There will be many more, and all these products will be distributed through the Tonmason Platform's partner network. Your journey on the Tonmason platform starts with an awesome gift which you'll learn about today. And each of you who hasn't received it yet will be able to get a gift today that could be worth millions of dollars. And no one knows, maybe what you choose today, you'll be able to sell very soon for $1 million or maybe even two. It's kind of like a lottery. But this is a gift you get right at the entrance. Everyone gets one, and everyone enters through a game. The project is created in a very interesting way. It's beautiful, professional, and technically advanced. Because when you enter, you'll see how you literally step into a portal. You go in, get your gift, and notice that you have an app on your phone, one of the coolest apps out there, the kind you'll be checking every day, every hour, maybe even every minute, because that's exactly where you'll receive rewards from the Tonmason system, which we'll also be talking about today. And I wouldn't want to talk too much. I'd like to ask you to just carefully watch the screen, listen closely to all the information, and then, after the presentation, after our meeting, discuss it with the person who invited you. They will answer any remaining questions you might have after the presentation. And now I'd like to start with the first part of the presentation so you can understand what this project is, what kind of platform has launched today in the world, and why it's interesting for all reasonable people who want to earn money. Not just, playing the lottery, buying some cons, or maybe trading. We have a stable business that absolutely anyone can build thanks to the system our team has in place. So, please turn your attention to the screen. Be attentive, don't miss out. This could be the most important information you've heard in the last 10 years of your life.
What if you are right now at the very point where your new story begins? Imagine if you had gotten into Bitcoin, Binance, Solana, or OpenSea before they became giants. Today, you have the same chance, but only for those who see just a bit earlier than the rest. Let me show you Ton Mason, a system where crypto, AI, Telegram, and the network come together. Not hype, not a coin flipping game. This is a new crypto economy, and it's already generating money for those who are in the game. Obviously, everything I just mentioned would have made you a millionaire. We're at the beginning of a new crypto wave. Ton is one of the fastest growing blockchains. Telegram is opening up its ecosystem. NFTs are becoming valuable again. And when you join, you receive an exclusive NFT as a gift. But most importantly, people are looking for a system where they can act and earn, not just watch. Ton Mason is not just a game. It's an ecosystem that generates income. The first phase is all about building the network, the foundation of the system, through a mini app inside Telegram, which serves as a simple entry point. Launch the app, get an NFT as a gift, and plug into a system where every step leads to real results. Not false promises of passive income. Here, you build momentum that gives you ton again and again. In Ton Mason, you unlock lodges. They're like levels that create the structure. Lodges are more than just a step. They give you access to everything. Access to products and tools. Access to the entire ecosystem. Once open, income keeps flowing. As your structure fills, you earn. Doesn't matter if you invited someone directly or received spillover, the system tracks it all. 100% of funds go to participants. Everything is transparent. Everything is fair. How income is generated in Ton Mason. Lodges are a continuous process that expands the global network, distributing 100% of lodge value among the participants. According to the roadmap, the following will be launched. AI products and tools. The network uses them, you earn. A social network, where AI itself will register new users for you and monetize your audience. Algorithms and products that generate ton every single day. All of this creates synergy, amplifying each other, a system that generates profit again and again. And you're not just a participant, you are part of the ecosystem. Products that make the network alive. AI, social network, algorithms. What actually brings you the money? Mason Mentor trains, motivates, supports your team, and leads them to success. AI products bring passive income to owners, and you earn from your team's income. Ton Mason Social Network, an audience that top brands want to reach. The whole system works for you. You open a lodge once, and the income flows forever. The more the network uses AI products, the higher your earnings. Ton Mason's social network brings income from ads and user activity. All of this makes Ton Mason a stable, growing model, capable of thriving regardless of external circumstances. How to get started. Ton Mason is already attracting leaders from all over the world. The market is wide open, which means you can be the first in your region or city. Once the next phases launch, the entry will cost more. Now is the best time. Register in Ton Mason via Telegram using the link of the person who introduced you to us. Get your NFT as a gift. It might become an asset worth a fortune. Open your first lodges. This is the foundation of your income. Invite friends and grow together with the system. We're here to help you get started and start earning today. Ton Mason. You join once, you earn forever. Your future is just a reflection of the decisions you make right now. Welcome to Ton Mason.
Friends, this video gave much insight. But let me say, nothing like this has been on the market before. Some people see one thing in the Ton Mason platform, others see something else for themselves, and some see a third thing. So, what is Ton Mason? Ton Mason is a new ecosystem that is just beginning its journey. Here, 4 components have been brought together. These are game mechanics. We are all kids at any age. We love playing games. And here, entry into the ecosystem is through a game in which 100% of the earnings are distributed among the team. Entry through the game, and that's just the entry point into the ecosystem itself. Blockchain technologies are integrated here. This is a trend, and cryptocurrencies are what people want to make money on. We are earning Toncoin together. Toncoin is the most promising cryptocurrency in the world. And that's not just my opinion as a trader, it's the view of experts from all over the world. Third, they have combined artificial intelligence, and Ton Mason is developing its own solutions and models. And the first AI-based product that will revolutionize the market is coming to us on 15th July in just 4 days. And on top of all that, there's this MLM system. Ton Mason is creating a powerful, innovative platform, an entirely new model that has never existed before. Each of you can easily build a network in Ton Mason just once, earn big money right from the start, and then continue to earn passive income every time your network uses Ton Mason's products and services. This is just the beginning. We are still in the pre-launch phase, but already, every minute, someone is earning with Ton Mason. Even as this presentation is happening, someone is earning tons right now. And that someone could be you. Let me invite someone who knows what it means to earn big money, for whom $1 million isn't an achievement, but the norm. And he will tell us about the rewards system of just the first phase. This is the game, which is only the entry point into the Ton Mason ecosystem. My team and I are actively promoting it right now because we see huge potential for ourselves, for our people, and really for everyone on earth. For those who want to be on trend, want to earn from trends, and want to be ahead of the whole world. I want to hand it over to Maxime, who will talk about the rewards system. And you'll see what kind of money and opportunities the Ton Mason system offers.
Dear friends, leaders, partners, and our guests, you are greeted by the architects of the future team. Before we dive into the breakdown of the rewards models, I want to say this. The absolute record holder and leader with a unique rewards model on the market today is Stonemason. I'm saying this openly. I'll give anyone $10,000 if they can show me a better system, and I'll register under that person. Friends, you are welcome. You can find my contact information, and if you do have something like that, you'll earn $10,000 from me. So, before we get started, I want to tell you the following, and please make a note of this. Stonemason's rewards system has absolutely no limits. You have no obligations here, and there are no fees for transfers, withdrawals, deposits, or anything like that. Payouts are instant. And now let's move on to examining the actual rewards model. Everything here is very simple, clear, and easy. But if you still have questions, ask the person who invited you or check the official website for what we are about to go over. So, 10 lodges. Lodges mean unlimited growth. Here they are, all 10. They are purchased once and for all. Not monthly, yearly, just once and forever. Each lodge has its own price. The first one costs 1 ton. The second lodge costs 2 tons. We fully understand anyone can join this direction. The third lodge is 4, the fourth is 8, and so on. The 10th lodge costs 512 ton. You can activate any number of lodges, and the activation of lodges happens sequentially. That is, you can purchase the 10th lodge only when your 9th is active. The 10th lodge is the most profitable sell. The total cost of all 10 lodges is a one-time payment of 1023 ton. You have the opportunity to start from any lodge and reach the 10th without any additional investments. The system is designed so that a person, if they start with the first, second, third, or 5 lodges, it doesn't matter, they'll be pushed toward the 10th because this system is built not at the expense of people, but for people. You'll understand why later. Lodges are set up the same way. Each one consists of 7 spots. The first spot is always yours. This girl in the hoodie and mask, that will be your spot. Filling each lodge brings you a 400% return on its cost. Friends, it doesn't matter where the people come from. Your lodge can be filled by referrals, that is, people you personally invite, or by spillover. You always collect 400% profit from the top 4 spots. The system does everything for you. The income is 400%, but your net profit will be 300%, which you can instantly withdraw to any wallet. The only fee is the blockchain commission. There's an automatic reinvestment system here. 1/4 will automatically be allocated to open the next cycle. There's an automatic upgrade system, and that's really convenient because sometimes when we are asleep, we receive rewards. Our team is growing bigger and bigger every day, and our team has a very wide geography. Due to time zone differences, it's daytime somewhere and nighttime elsewhere. Accordingly, my partners and I have experienced this often. We wake up, check gadgets, open the app, and see a reward has come in tons. If there weren't an automatic reinvestment and upgrade system, we wouldn't be able to control at night when to open the next cycle or the next slot in time, and we could lose out on profit. The first slot. Let's take a look at how much money each slot brings in. But before that, let's see how the cycle fills up. The cycle fills from left to right. The upline takes all the money from these 2 people. And from these 4, you get the money. See, from these 4 people, you get 100%, that's your money. But from this money, one part is allocated for reinvestment and two parts for an upgrade in case you haven't opened the slot yet. So, for example, if you currently have 5 slots purchased, that's about $93, 5 slots, right? And only from the 5th slot will money be taken for an upgrade to open the 6th slot. From the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st slots, you will be taking 300% profit from each cycle. The second slot brings you 6 tons from each cycle, the third 12, the fourth 16, the fifth 48, the sixth 96, and so on. The 10th slot, minus the point of attention, brings you 1536 tons. The 10th slot, 1536 tons. I want to repeat that once again. This whole structure here, these could be your people or not your people. There could be spillovers here. There could be people from your upline sponsor. Remember, from these 4, you take all the money. Let's convert it to dollars today. 1536 tons at the current dollar rate. As of today, that's about 4,600, give or take, so $4,600 just from this cell, just from the 10th cycle. Accordingly, if people enter the 10th into the 10th lodge, then you will earn from all of them because a person who joins the 10th lodge appears in all your lodges from the 1st to the 10th in every lodge in the current cycle. Overflow, like I mentioned, you will be getting people, that's a possibility. And by the way, overflows are received by those people who are actively engaged and whose team is growing and duplicating properly. Accordingly, here it's shown how people can come in through overflows. For example, this girl with pink hair, that's an overflow. Where she came from doesn't matter, but from these 4 people, whether they're yours or not, you always get a clean 300%. An active partner equals your success. A unique phenomenon in the MLM industry. Why? Because among all the different types of marketing systems, where you have to take certain actions and follow specific rules, for example, the fastest ones are supposedly binary marketing plans, but there you need to invite at least 2 people just to activate it. Here, even if you invite just one person, they can always help you close the cycle. Your personally invited partners always follow you in all the pools. This means that the same active partner can completely fill your pool thanks to repeated activations, reinvestments, and upgrades. Let's take a look. This little yellow person here is your direct referral. They are active and building their own structure. Accordingly, when they close their first cycle, the system sees that you personally invited them and notices that you have this empty slot. So, your direct referral always follows you. The system places them in the empty slot and their people follow after them. So, one active person can close your cycle for you. Remember, each cycle gives you 300% profit up to the cost of the pool. We were talking about cycles. Here it shows how people from your first cycle moved to your third, right, and accordingly. Hold on a second, let's do it like this. Let's do it this way. Alright, let's move on. The reward system. Here's a very simple example. If you just invite 2 people, just 2 over the course of a year, you invite 2 people in the first week, and then you simply help those 2 people each invite 2 more people the following week. So, in other words, your cycle closes in just 2 weeks, and in those 2 weeks, without rushing, you earn 300%, 300. Not once a year, not once a month, but according to this example, which anyone can follow, you can easily earn 300% in 2 weeks. I'll tell you straight, those with more experience in MLM, people who close a cycle in 2 days, in a week, even in 1 day. I've had times when I closed the cycle twice in 1 day. In 1 day, I made 600%. In crypto slang, that's 6x. Here, this example shows how much you can earn per week. Let's jump straight to week 52 according to this example, where you invite just two people and simply start publishing with them. You end up with 7,800% in a year. In crypto terms, that's 78x. How much tone will you earn? By activating 10 slots and following simple duplication, your 1023 tone multiplies 78 times. As a result, by the end of the year, that's 79,794 tone. As of today, dear friends, that's about $240,000. You know what I really like and what attracts the attention of other specialists and professionals in the MLM industry? It's the fact that the income is in tone, not in dollars, not in euros like in other areas, but in tone. Today, tone is worth $3, and at its peak, it was 8. We understand perfectly well that it's going to grow. Why? Tone is Telegram's coin. Telegram has over 1 billion users. And the Tone blockchain is way cooler than Ethereum's blockchain. It's like being able to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum today for $3. Right? So, just imagine if people are earning a check at today's rate and the rate triples, then automatically their check increases threefold just because of the price growth. Friends, this formula, when you invite two people, it works it works for everyone over the course of a year as long as they follow this formula. And just imagine, the amount we calculated for today could multiply if you invite not just 2, but 4 or even 10 people. In other words, your income increases several times over. By the way, right from the start, when someone joins Stonemason, the registration process is super simple. You just click the link and the project immediately gives you gifts. A person hasn't even had time to do anything yet, and already they have so many opportunities that could potentially change not just their own life, but their whole family's life dramatically. As we like to say, even the grandkids might end up saying thank you. So, first, the internal token, it's the token of brotherhood. It has a secret mission. When it reveals its potential, it's secret. But just a couple of days ago, the founder of Tone Mason literally said, pay attention to it and accumulate it. You have the opportunity to accumulate these internal tokens every day. NFT avatar. Right now, everyone has the chance to follow the link and claim one of the unique NFTs. And how much they'll be worth, we'll find out very soon. If you don't know what NFTs are, just Google it or ask GPT in the chat. And newcomers are often surprised that some images, which were once given away for free, later ended up being valued at thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And some broke absolutely all records because they were worth millions. That's why it's really easy to invite people here. When you send a link and tell your close friend or relative, hey buddy, go in, claim, and secure your free NFT dot. Will they keep giving them away for free? I'm more than sure that going forward, they won't. Leagues. There's a career path here. So this is for people who came here to build a global business. What does a career give you? First of all, good connections with people, new acquaintances, and strong ties with the management. Yeah, and you get to interact with high quality people who always keep their finger on the pulse, follow the trends, and achieve great results in life. And as we like to say, it's easy, fun, and exciting like playing a game. Ah, the top 100 are the people who have invited the most others, so you can find your sponsor in the rankings and see yourself here as well. In other words, everything is transparent here in terms of reporting. But at a certain point, all of this will be hidden. Why? Because for security reasons, well, you know, when the payouts reach $1 million or more, it will be necessary to introduce such functionality. So, what's next, friends? The lodge is just the entry point to the first phase, where your network is built. Friends, this is only the first phase. This is where you start earning. You'll receive income whenever people in your network use the innovative products and services of the Tone Mason ecosystem. The first product, for which we are expecting the official presentation on the 15th, is Mason Mentor. I'm inviting not just you, but also your loved ones, anyone you want to help, because this is something absolutely new on the market for online entrepreneurship and MLM business. This is a product that will support you and take care of your business so you can grow, develop, and earn an income that increases exponentially. A personal mentor powered by artificial intelligence, working for you 24/7 even when you're sleeping or busy with other things, teaching the basics of the crypto market, helping you build teams, creating growth strategies, writing sales copy for cold audiences to turn interest into results, answering questions, and handling objections. Your personal negotiator who persuades on your behalf. Let's break it down in a bit more detail. Your mission mentor, your coach, right? Who will be available by subscription? How much will it cost? We'll see on the 15th, maybe 10, maybe $20 a month. We'll see. This mentor knows absolutely everything about cryptocurrency, everything about MLM and online entrepreneurship, knows everything about psychology, can communicate in every language in the world, and can even determine a person's psychotype just by talking to them. He'll be able to identify a person's region, the country they live in, by their accent. Yes, every country has its own population traits, and he'll even be able to pick up on those. Accordingly, this product will be presented on the 15th of this month. So do your best to bring people in so they can be the first to find out through you. So, people follow your link, claim their NFTs, and they might end up being really grateful to you. Yes, what if your NFT, your very own NFT, turns out to be worth a lot? So take advantage of this gift while it's still available. Ton Mason is a social network that comes after this product. A lot of people will say, oh, just another social network. No, it's absolutely unique because it will bring together people who create trends, people who are shaping, you could say, our future. Right? These are people with progressive thinking, real talents. So, this kind of social network will bring them together. They'll exchange information, communicate, gather, and do things together. Basically, the presentation is over. You can go ahead and thank the person who introduced you to Tonmason today, who invited you to this presentation in the first place. And make sure, if you haven't claimed your NFT yet, while it's still free, follow the link from the person who invited you and get your NFT. Choose the number of slots that feels right and comfortable for you today based on your financial situation. And remember, here you decide for yourself what kind of Toncoin reward stream you want to unlock. 5 slots is one stream, 10 slots is the maximum possible. Welcome to Tonemason. If you have any questions, reach out to the person who invited you. If they don't know the answer to a particular question, you can always join our team chat. All instructions and answers to your questions can be found in the chat. Every day we meet at 2 o'clock European time, by the way, and answer questions. So, friends, welcome to our team, Architects of the Future. Wishing you the right people around you. See you next time. Goodbye, everyone.